Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Chantal, and this video is not going to be about hair. I'm actually going to be sharing with you my workout routine. You're going to be seeing what I do in the gym. It's really just one day in my regimen or my routine, or and I always try to switch it up. I don't necessarily stick with the same exercises every time I work out. It really depends on how I feel that day, what my goals are, how my body's feeling, how much time I have. I factor all of that in. I'm not super strict when it comes to my workouts. I just do what feels good for my body. I was focusing mostly on squats as my main lift or my main exercise, and then everything else was just an additional or like accessory exercise. So that's kind of how I try to approach things. Incorporating compound movements into my workouts has been really useful. Basically, a compound movement is anything that works multiple muscle groups at the same time. They're so efficient and they're just so beneficial. So if you're short on time, definitely look into compound movement. And what else can I say? I just want to be really clear that I am not a trained professional. I am not a kinesiologist. I'm not a personal trainer. I don't have any certifications when it comes to exercise. I do all of this as a hobby, as a part of my lifestyle. Everything that I've learned about fitness has been through my own curiosity and seeking out knowledge and wanting to make this part of my life. I've definitely worked with personal trainers in the past who have helped me and like really taught me the proper form, and I have people in my life who have supported me through this. I'm super grateful for that. I just want to make that really clear because I know that when it comes to like sharing fitness videos, people can be really quick to judge and come for you if like your form is off, or if you're saying the wrong name of an exercise. And I get it, but it's a really vulnerable thing to like share yourself when you're moving your body, when you're in the gym. It's like a super vulnerable thing. So let's all be nice and keep that in mind, that this video is just for the sake of sharing, and hopefully this will motivate and inspire some people if they're trying to get into changing up their lifestyle and they want to be more active. That's why I'm posting this video, because I have gotten a lot of requests on my Instagram from people who have wanted to know what I do at the gym. So this is just one video just to show you what that looks like. If this is something that people like, then I'm so happy to post more about my fitness. But I just wanted to share this video so that it will give you guys a look into what I do and how I move and all that good stuff. This workout was kind of a mix of like lower body and upper body stuff. That's pretty much all I have to say for now. I'm gonna let the video start, and I hope you enjoy. So my typical routine is to start out with some stretches. I love doing lower body stretches because I feel like my legs are always really tight, my hamstrings are always really tight. So I like to give myself a good stretch, especially if I'm doing lower body exercises, which I was going to be focusing on for this workout. I find that doing these leg swings really helps to open up my hips. So if you have really tight hip flexor muscles, this is something that might be worth trying, just gently swinging your legs back and forth. I know it looks like I'm swinging my legs really hard, but I just like to get that stretch going. I love feeling a good stretch, so that's what I'm doing here. Next, I'm just going to go in with a couple of squat warm-ups. I'm using a 10-pound plate here, and I'm doing this variation so that it also engages my core. So I'm getting multiple muscle groups working. That's just going to help me warm up for when I use the barbell to do my squats afterwards. And I'm going to do some lunges as well, just to help warm up my lower body, my glutes and my quads here. And I've been working on push-ups a lot lately, so I always try to get in a couple of push-ups before I start my exercises. So now moving on to the barbell, I'm doing a couple of squats with no weights on just to again get my body warmed up and reminding myself how I need to move and just making sure that I'm not feeling any discomfort and everything feels good. I'm going to start with 15-pound plates here. I'm going light to start, just again to make sure that my form is good. I always try to prioritize form over loading up the bar with a lot of weight. And I'm moving on to some 25-pound weights here. This was probably as heavy as I was comfortable going for this session, and it was challenging enough for me that I really had to engage that mind and muscle connection to make sure that all of my muscles were engaged and I was not compromising my form. But I'm trying to move a little bit more slowly just to make sure that I'm not, again, compromising my form. One of the key things that I've learned throughout my journey with squats is that it's really important to keep your core engaged. Take a really deep breath and tighten your core like someone is about to punch you in the stomach and slowly descend. That is super important. To finish off my squats, I decided to put some lighter weights back on and just do as many reps as I could before I got tired. And that just helps my muscles to kind of get a little bit of both, like the challenge of heavy weights, but also the challenge of high volume. My next exercise is going to be glute bridges or hip thrusters, and I'm using the barbell for this as well just because I like the challenge. I like the option of adding heavier weights with this exercise, but I'm going light again because I hadn't been in the gym for a couple of days, so I didn't want to overload my body with super heavy weights all of a sudden. So I just decided to go light, and I think I'm working with 15-pound plates here. I love this exercise, and if anyone out there is trying to build a butt, glute bridges are actually a lot more efficient than squats when it comes to building a butt. So if that's you, definitely look up some glute bridge exercises. And next, I'm not entirely sure what this exercise is called. I call it step ups, and I'm holding a 25-pound plate here. This not only challenged my upper body, my back, and my arms, but also my lower body. My glutes are engaged and my quads are engaged here as I step up onto the bench. So you're getting multiple muscle groups that are being worked here. I like this exercise because it's really challenging, especially holding a heavy weight like 25 pounds. For me, that's heavy. So I like the challenge of this, and I like feeling that I'm getting a lot of muscles working. Next, I'm going to be doing some goblet squats with a dumbbell. I think this was about a 30-pound dumbbell, if I remember correctly. I love doing goblet squats because it challenges muscle groups that are at the front of my body. So instead of the posterior chain, I'm working my core, I'm working my quads a little bit more here. It's a really great exercise also for upper body because you have to obviously hold the heavy weight. So it really challenges everything at the front versus the back. And it's just a nice variation to work into a squat focused routine. Next, I'm going to be doing some core exercises. I'm holding a 10-pound plate here, and this is just to add some extra resistance and I'll add a little bit more variation to this exercise. And for all of these exercises, keep in mind you can do them with no weights, you can do them with whichever weight feels comfortable for you. Again, some more core exercises here. And now my favorite thing, chin-ups have definitely grown on me. I never thought I would be able to do one chin-up, and now I've moved up to doing 3 in a row. I'm still working on my form, so this is definitely one of the things that I work on when I'm at the gym, is getting my chin up to a place that feels like I'm doing the right form and it just feels good. But I guess this has been a really huge achievement for me throughout my fitness journey, so I'm super proud of that. And finally, I'm just going to finish with some sled pushes. I have about 100 pounds on here that I'm pushing, and it was very hard. And I'm not even going to pretend that it was easy. It was actually very, very hard. This is one of the exercises that I've recently started doing, and I really enjoy it. It works your core, it works your legs. You're working a lot of muscles here. Well, that's pretty much it. Everyone approaches health and fitness differently. This is just me, this is my experience, this is how I approach it. I don't want to come across as a know-it-all or an expert because I'm still learning. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe so that I know that you're actually liking my videos, and leave any suggestions you have in the comments below for other videos that you want to see. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. There will be a link to that below. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed. Love yourself. You're worth it. Bye, guys.